Hey everyone, and welcome back to the 20s podcast. This is a podcast for the girls in their 20s who are seeking a life lived to the fullest. I'm Liv.
And I'm Meg.
We're best friends, and today we're talking about
Our summer bucket list.
yeehaw.
I don't know why we just had such weird voices there.
I feel like we talk like that all the time.
It's true. It's true.
But before we dive on into what we're looking forward to most this summer, let's talk about some things we've been loving.
Things we've been loving. This last week, we've been on a bone broth kick. Homemade bone broth kick. Because it's so easy, you guys. We eat a lot of chicken thighs with the bone in and like the skin on because they're really cheap, but they're also like so juicy
And they're super nutritious.
and good. But we always cut out the bones, throw the bones in a bag in the freezer, and wait till we have a bag full of bones. And then
a bag full of bones.
we also do that with like all of our vegetable scraps as well. And
Like
so
you're chopping up an onion, whatever's left, put it in the bag. Chopping up carrots, whatever's left, put it in the bag. The peels, put it in the bag. Next thing you know, you have so much vegetable scraps. It's crazy.
yeah. And so we had like 3 big bags in our freezer.
Bags of bones.
And I was like, we gotta use this. So made some bone broth and then remembered how good it was.
So how you make bone broth is you take all the bones, you put it in like a big old pot or a crock pot, and you just fill it with water. So you literally put your bones, your vegetables, you fill it with water, and then you let it like basically simmer on low for like 24 to 48 hours.
It gets so gelatinous.
It's so good. And so the reason why we love bone broth is because we are healing our guts. Meg and I both have H. pylori.
Oh, shucks.
We just got some GI maps and we have some bad gut bacteria in our guts. And so we're going to basically cleanse ourselves from all of it. Then we have to heal our stomach lining. And one of the best ways to do that is with like this highly gelatinous, nourishing broth. And so it's actually a really cheap way to heal your gut compared to
Purchasing bone broth that's high quality is really expensive.
And like other gut lining, helpful gut healing things are just more expensive than bone broth. So it's super yummy. Jacob, my boyfriend, he made some yesterday too, and he put like a bunch of ginger and garlic in it. It tasted like heaven. Like it was so, it was such good bone broth where I definitely want to try that next time. It had like this yummy flavor to it. So it's basically just like soup broth, but it
just tastes different though. Like you crave drinking it plain.
Yes, it's so yummy, and it's like such a good thing to first eat like in the morning or whenever you have like an empty stomach, so that it kind of like lines the gut.
Yeah.
So we're on our bone broth kick, and
We've been loving it.
we've been loving it. It's been really good.
Yep.
And I'm happy we're making it because okay, it's really expensive. The Kettle and Fire brand is like a bone broth brand, and they're like $8 a container
For one serving.
I don't have the finances for that.
No.
To have it like consistently.
Yeah.
And where it actually makes sense. But yeah, bone broth. Everyone should be making bone broth. And then you're like not wasting all your food.
Yeah,
either.
that feels really good too.
Yeah. I want to like, it's nice too if you ever get like a whole chicken to just like eat your chicken, and then you take the whole chicken carcass and you put it in a pot, and then you make bone broth with that. Jacob was saying, can you make bone broth with deer, with venison, because he like hunts and stuff. You can, but I'm terrified of that.
That sounds like it might taste
disgusting.
very gamey or something.
He was very excited about it though, and I
hope he tries it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like beef bone broth is like cow bones.
But cow bones are not as disgusting as venison, as deer
true.
bones. They're like so gamey. Like,
yeah. I guess cows, they have like all the marrow in it and stuff.
Like I would love some cow bones. If I could get my hands on cow bones, I would make that beef broth.
Yeah. Anybody have any chicken bones or cow bones we can get our hands on? Send us some.
I want to talk about this super quickly. We should have a big bone broth day where we take that big old pot that Nathan has.
Oh my gosh. It's like
Meg's fiance has a pot that's bigger than you.
It could feed 200 people plus.
I promise you could put your whole body in the pot. He has the pot because we had a... Wait, why does he have the pot?
I don't know. That's a question for him.
He's got a big pot.
I think he just like envisioned being able to make soup for a ton of people. I can't exactly remember, but then we realized he used it for the first time for my shower.
Oh yeah, for Meg's bridal shower.
And cooked soup for like 50 people, and it barely like got over the bottom
Yeah,
of
guys,
the pot.
this pot, if you're watching it, it's the size, like, you could fit a human being in it. And literally, we made soup for 50 people, and I bet it went like 4 inches up. Like,
Yeah.
there was still like 80% of the pot, 90% of the pot that could have been used. But what I'm getting at is, I'm sure you can bone broth, like make it shelf stable, where it's like, what if one day we just got all
we need
the
a
big
whole cow, like all the cow bones to put in there.
Exactly.
We need a full cow.
And what we do is, the burners that are like outside,
Yes.
the cauldron burners.
Yeah.
We just like have this big bone broth party. We make so much bone broth that like
it's gonna last us the whole year.
Yeah, I don't know if
it wouldn't last us the whole
but
year.
like even just enough to last a few months and just like make it a vibe. I feel like that sounds really fun.
This is a great idea.
And
Let's
on
we're
our summer bucket
list.
Okay,
Wow, what a
low-key.
transition.
Okay, but like low key though, quick second. I don't know if we should make it this summer, because like imagine making bone broth outside on a 90-degree day in the summer.
Okay, this is gonna be the fall bucket list.
Exactly. We're gonna table that for the fall bucket list, the big bone broth day. But like that would be such a vibe. It's kind of like a harvest dinner, but you're just making broth.
We've always wanted to do that though. The soup.
I have a vision of
Well, he has multiple big pots, so we'll make one of
Perfect.
bone broth and then one is soup. So we'll have two big fires going.
I want an outside harvest
should call him
dinner
in and ask.
so badly, where it's like all of our friends, it's brisk outside, cool fall air, and we have a big old pot of soup cooking outside, and then we're all bundled up in our little jackets, and then we have little candles, and then we eat our soup.
It's gonna be awesome.
And it's gonna be nourishing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've been loving bone broth. We love the sun. Yesterday was glorious.
It was like the perfect spring summer day, and this whole week is gonna be beautiful, which makes me just want to cry.
I know. It's pretty wonderful, but
and then I also
we finally have made it, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we have made it. It can feel sad though when you're working inside. It's like I just want to go be out there, but it's a good time to start taking more breaks.
Yeah, I did patio work last week at one of the coffee shops here, and that was also just incredible.
I need to work that into my schedule this week.
Yeah, it's kind of important. But the sun, all of a sudden you realize, like, dang.
Yeah,
I need the sun real bad.
And summer clothes. I feel like we're feeling just girly again. Liv's got her thrift outfit on.
Let me just show off. Okay, now my skirt's all out of whack. So this weekend, am I in the shot? Okay, this weekend we went to the thrift, and I just wanted a jean skirt and a white jean skirt and white shorts and a black mini skirt, and I found everything. Literally everything I wanted in my size. The provision of the Lord was over me, and it feels good. I like this time of year too, where it's like you either have like shorts on in a long sleeve, or you have on like pants and a short sleeve. Like that's best
my favorite,
weather.
I would say.
Where it's not like you're like, oh, so hot. You're like have to be so practical, so you're not sweating your absolute behind off, but like you're just comfortable. Like you're so comfy, and I love that. You're never sweating. You're never cold.
Not too hot, not too cold.
We're literally living in the best weather probably of the year.
Yeah,
for the
this
next week.
It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, we've been loving that. But yeah, for today's episode, we decided to do a summer bucket list because we're approaching summer, and it's good to set some intentions for what you want it to look like, because it can get busy and full very fast. And I feel like we've actually done a bucket list the last few summers.
We've kind of slowed them.
Yeah, we haven't always hit all of them, but it's definitely helped like guide our decision-making process
100%.
and prioritize the things that we really want to do.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Do you know why I think why winter is sometimes so depressing? It's because you don't make a winter bucket list.
We tried to do that once.
We did try.
I don't think we were realistic with it.
Right. But like low key, I feel like I've been having like these moments recently where I'm like, do I even like the life that I'm creating right now? We should be asking ourselves that question. I mean, this kind of, maybe that's like deep, but like, I'm like, I'm like in a harder season of life right now. And I'm like, if I'm not intentional to like create some happiness, it straight up might not happen.
I had that realization this week in a different sense, but similar, where I realized like how we are such creatures of habit. Yeah. And I was like, the routines I'm in, I could completely change. Like how my Sundays are my reset days. If I wanted to, I could have Fridays be reset days.
We're talking about
and
this
then have like
night.
actually a rest-filled weekend, or have like a true
What's in the
Sabbath.
air?
And I was like, oh, I can just decide to do that and do it. But it can feel so hard because we are just such like creatures of habit.
Yeah.
But then you're just living. And you're like, I
Living,
don't even
living.
know if this is the best way to live.
Dang, that's so good. Literally, there must be something that the Lord's like trying to tell us, because we literally had this exact same conversation last night where we're like, our weekends aren't even restful. Why aren't they restful? Oh, because we're literally like doing so much to reset that like we're not even resting. And it's like,
That was
we have to change this. Like, this is not, we don't have to live this way.
Yeah.
We don't have to be so sad on Sundays.
Literally, yeah, because then you get the Sunday scaries, and yeah, it's not it. But
Doom and gloom, baby.
yeah, that's actually what we'll get into more, but that's one of the bucket list items I put was establish new routines.
Should we start with that?
Sure, it's technically number 14, but we're flopping it to number 1.
Establish new routines.
I think this is definitely just a part of our season of life where we're both about to transition really hard, which also makes it easier to establish new routines because it's kind of like wipe the slate,
to make a new routine. You
reset.
have no choice.
Yes, exactly. And so it's like a really good time to actually press pause and be like, what do we want life to look like?
Yeah.
How do we want our days scheduled?
Yeah.
What are the things I value and want to prioritize, and the people, and how am I going to connect in this new season? So
good.
that's definitely something I actually want to like think about, write down, put into practice for this summer.
Totally. I couldn't agree more.
That's number 1.
Number 1. Number 2, focus on health.
Yep.
Summer bucket list. Summer's a great time. I mean, like, okay, yes, in a lot of ways, summer can be busier, but at the same time, I think, at least for myself, I feel like just to like be able to be outside and be moving and be in the sunlight is honestly probably the best medicine for me. So with that, I feel really inspired right now to just like lean into health. And we did mention Meg and I both just got diagnosed with H. pylori, and so we're both doing like a big detox
this
of
summer.
it. And so yeah, we really need to focus on our healing. So ways that I'm doing that: we're gonna get the morning sun. We're gonna go on walks. We're moving out of our apartment that we're in right now. I'm not gonna share any more about that because I don't want. But anyways, our new place is going to, or wherever, new places hopefully are going to allow for like just like more morning sunlight outside, feet in the grass. Jacob and I have been doing a ton of like, just like, we'll go for walks, but we'll just go to a field and we'll just put our feet in the grass to get that grounding frequencies from the grass, and it always feels so good.
Get your toesies in the grass.
So some time grounding. Eating good, nourishing food. My favorite part of summer, and I don't know how to explain this, but my body craves local food so much. Like, eating seasonally is really easy for me because I just genuinely, like, you can't force me to eat a zucchini in the winter. Like, girl is not going to eat a zucchini in the winter. Why? Because zucchinis don't grow in the winter in Wisconsin. Like, I literally don't. My body, like, rejects it. And people be trying to feed me zucchini all the time, and I'm like, don't feed me zucchini. It's the winter. Sorry, that was a recent thing that has happened in my life, and it's a lot story. Jacob and I kind of got into like a little, he's like, zucchini, and I'm like, bro,
I also have done that though to you, where I'm like, can we get zucchini? And you're like, no.
No zucchini.
We haven't had it, but I get it.
I don't know how to
And the more
explain
you
it.
Eat seasonally, the more you crave it too. And
Dang,
so
it's like, I just want to eat what's
watermelon.
growing. Whatever's growing in the ground today, that's what I want. So farmers markets, I'd be hitting that every single Sunday.
That's number 3. Farmers market.
Oh my
we
gosh,
are
that's number
getting there.
3. Farmers market every day. There's one Friday, there's one Saturday, there's one Sunday. There's no excuse to not hit that farmers market, okay? Low-key too, sometimes farmers market are like a little bit more than, well, it just depends. Some things are more than the grocery store and some things are less. And the thing that really helps me to just keep my eyes like, okay, I'm okay with investing like a little bit more money in the farmers market. Obviously, it's better for me because they're not as overly processed. They're super fresh, so they're going to have the most amount of nutrients for me. It's also going to have nutrients like that we need here in like La Crosse, Wisconsin. But it's also just the money's going directly to the farmer. And there's so much like I really value that. When you buy stuff from the grocery store,
Who knows?
who knows who's getting that money?
Exactly.
Who knows where your zucchini's coming from? It's probably coming from somewhere that's not close by.
It's coming from a farmer, but is the farmer actually getting paid for it appropriately? I don't know. I don't know how the system works.
Like big, yeah. Anyways, farmers markets are gonna slay this summer, and if you go at the end, sometimes they just give you free flowers. Fun fact.
That's true.
You'll just be walking by and they're just like, take it, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
Farmers market.
Farmers market. Number 4, scuba and snorkeling. I'm gonna let Liv explain this one. She just explained it to me last night, but I'm all in.
Snorkeling summer, okay, ladies. That's all we need to say.
Get your goggles on.
Yep, it's time to order your goggles, your snorkel gear. All I want to do is be in the water this summer. My boyfriend's obsessed with snorkeling. Somehow it's rubbed off on me. Honestly, catch me under the water this summer, looking at fish. And then once I'm tired with that, I go lay on the dock and get some sun. But I don't know, there's something about just being in the water and like being present with it that just is like,
it's so grounding. That is one of my favorite things where I'm like, I could just like float in the ocean with the snorkel on, and you just like feel like one with nature.
You do.
And
extremely
it's
grounding
so
experience.
Peaceful. And it's great because we have a lake near us here that is really clean water and clear. It's a little less scary than the ocean snorkeling because you're not like, a shark is gonna come bite me.
I've never ocean snorkeled, but it would be awesome.
It's awesome, but it has a touch of fear because sometimes you'll see like an eel or a stingray and you're like, that could kill me. So it removes any fear it being in a lake.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's just like in general this summer. I don't know if this is a point, but just want to swim. Like,
yeah, that's the next point.
Is it
being by the water?
Being in the water. Girls gotta swim. Girls gotta snorkel. Girls gotta swim. Girls, like, we gotta swim. Like,
it's good for your joints.
Yes, it's good exercise. It's good for the cardiovascular health. There's no one can even. Everyone knows that the best days of summer are ones by the water, and I'm low-key gonna be chasing the water all summer long. I have a few hours. Go swim, queen. Go get your little bathing suit on and go take a swim.
Get that vitamin D. All right. Number 6, cutesy things.
I love our points.
What does this mean?
Cutesy things. Cultivate cutesy things.
Summer is the perfect time for cutesy. Like, everything is just cute, and you don't even have to try that hard.
Summer's so feminine, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you wear the dress. Your hair is all natural and cutesy. You have the cutesy flower.
Little sun-kissed skin.
And your cutesy little blush on your face. And your cutesy little friends. And your cutesy little flowers. And your cutesy little moments.
Picnics.
Dance in the grass. Honestly.
Jump in the water.
Just be cutesy this summer, ladies. Like, we all be feeling way cuter in the summer. You get a little tan on your body. Next thing you know, you're just feeling
new woman.
cutesy.
That's it.
Wow. We're so
Number
deep.
7, camping trip.
Okay, camping trips are literally always a slay besides when they're not.
We had one bad experience.
We can't talk about it.
No.
Camping trips are a good reset to the circadian rhythm. I feel like just to get away and like simplify for a second and to be so... Camping forces you to be present. Like the things that we take for granted in life, you can't when you're camping. Like you gotta cook your food and it's not gonna take you 2 seconds. You can't put it in the microwave. You're gonna have to chop that food up. You're gonna have to make that fire. You're gonna have to cook that food and you're gonna have to be paying really close attention to it. Otherwise it's gonna burn. So
and you don't have a fridge with extra. So you eat what you got.
You eat what you got. You know what you also can't do when you're camping? Can't shower.
Nope.
Well, you can, but who showers when they're camping?
We choose not to.
I guess I don't know what that really resets you with, but normally there's water. You can go swimming.
It's just freeing though, where you're not even like you can't even look in a mirror.
Yeah, you're just so free. You're like a free little bird, and you're probably not gonna sleep that well, but that's what's gonna make you appreciate sleeping even more. You got the stars, you got the vibes, and every single time I go camping, I come back feeling refreshed, unless it's a bad camping trip. It's great unless it's not. Yep. I guess there's we have okay. Camping. High highs, low lows.
High highs, low lows. Even I'll say our bad camping trip, it still had high highs in it. Like
Totally.
it was started bad, it ended okay.
Yes.
So maybe not high highs, but
Actually, I feel like I have equal parts low lows to the high highs, but it's kind of like you just forget about the low lows and you're just always chasing the high. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a risk you take. But that's why I'm a big fan of one night camping trips. Like sometimes you like are feeling all ambitious and stuff and you want to hit that 3-nighter, you know what I mean? Respect, love it, whatever. Like I want to be that person. But if you have 2 nights of bad sleep out of those 3, you're not going to be feeling real happy. 1 night, low commitment, still get the reset, rise with the sun, set with the sun. You'll be feeling like a new woman.
Yeah. So we got to go
Empty
camping.
stomach
I
work.
think we should go somewhere close too.
Yeah, somewhere close is nice because then you're like, you could go home if everything hits the fan.
It's not as big of a commitment, but you still feel like you've gotten away. So,
Amen. Totally.
okay. Number 8, wear cutesy dresses.
So, we're wearing dresses this summer. If dresses aren't your thing, you can just ignore this. But to the girls who like wearing dresses, you better be wearing dresses this summer. Why? They're practical. They're cutesy. They're practical. But there's nothing more than I love in the morning than to put on a dress and not have to think of my outfit. And I normally on the days that I wear dresses are like the days I'm unshowered and gross because I'm like rolling out of bed and I throw on a dress. And then everyone's like, you look so cute today. And I'm like, thank you. That's really sweet. I'm really stinky and I didn't think about my outfit.
Yeah.
But thank you.
And you feel good in it. So it's like,
Totally. I just like feeling like I never am sweaty in a dress. I got, always comfortable. I love dresses. And I'm starting to collect them. And invest in dresses that aren't too trendy. I think this is a good part. If you're out here going to go buy a dress, have it be a dress that isn't going to fall apart on you in a year. And that's going to like be a bit more timeless. So it actually feels like you're building your collection. I feel like I've spent too much money on like too trendy of things that aren't going to last me for several years. I'm definitely over that. And I'm only buying things that like styles I know I love, styles I know I'm going to wear. I literally bought a dress this week and I quite literally have it in 4 different colors. It's just like the same exact style of dress. It's like a straight cut spaghetti straps, maxi, poplin, and I have it in like literally every color, but I like it and I wear it multiple times.
it fits you well.
Fits me well.
It's aged well over the last few years.
It's going to age well.
Yeah.
Like it's just a good dress.
No.
So just repeat the things that work,
For sure. All right. Number 9, cooking outside a lot. It's grilling season.
It's grilling season, girls.
Blackstone season.
Campfire. Whip out your
season.
grill, and if you don't have a grill, hop on a Facebook Marketplace, get yourself a grill. I love cooking outside, and it's actually one of my lifelong dreams. Like in my future house someday, I have very few things that I'm like, I want this so bad, but I just want to have a little space outside where I can cook. That's very just like practical. Want my grill. I'm more of a Blackstone girl. It's a more versatile, I don't really like the open flame vibes. I don't feel like myself grilling, but I love me a Blackstone. Just cooking outside. I feel like it's really grounding to be outside as literally as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And so I like trying to find ways to be outside when you normally aren't outside, like cooking.
Yeah. And the grill food and the Blackstone food and the campfire food just tastes different.
It hits.
It's just so good, and it tastes like summer. Like, it's just like, this feels right.
Can I tell you why I think that might be? I think it's because you're less stressed when you're cooking it. Maybe not. I feel like I'm just like happier when I'm cooking outside. And I feel like my cortisol is just like lower.
That's valid.
So we're cooking outside this summer.
We're cooking outside, but not the soup. That's going to wait.
We're cooking soup in the fall.
Number 10,
Bike. Bike everywhere. Bike for fun, bike for practicality. Go get a bike and bike.
This last year we didn't learn how to bike. We rediscovered that we like biking, and we got bikes, and we all got bikes, and it was the best. And biking at night in the summer is just, it's so fun too.
I just want to bike everywhere all the time.
Wear a helmet though.
Yeah, wear a helmet. Your brain's like
really important.
really important.
Number 11, Picnics. Again, eating outside, being outside.
In the grass.
In the grass with the food.
Picnic basket. Have a picnic basket. Eat your food outside.
Next, 12, tennis.
Tennis. Pickleball isn't really awesome. Pickleball is really awesome, but tennis is cool too.
It is. Last year, we watched the
I
whole
feel really cracked out right now.
Breakpoint
Yeah.
series on Netflix, and it really inspired us to become tennis players. And we did not do that last summer, so this is the summer where we're
we have
actually.
a good friend Annie, who's a tennis queen.
Yes.
She's gonna whip us into shape.
Freddie, Annie, the podcast producer, is a tennis
I would like
queen.
to do like maybe like a morning or two in the summer where we just do some like drills.
A tennis morning. Build it into the new routines.
I'm certified to teach 4-year-olds.
Perfect.
That's my level.
That's where we need
Annie's
to start.
certified. If you didn't hear her, she's certified to teach 4-year-olds. I technically should probably get that recertified, but
It's okay.
dang,
No.
I'm really excited for that. I feel like I just want to do drills. So sometimes when you just get thrown into the game, it's like, but did we even practice? Like I just need to get some reps in. You know what I mean?
I need to work on my backhand.
I need to work on everything, but
We had this, I think you were a part of this. It was in high school, I think our senior year, our math class, we decided to start playing tennis after school. And it was for like 3 months, or I don't know, it was all of spring leading into the end of the school year. And it was a random crew of people when we all just went and played tennis.
Where did you guys
and it was
play
like every day,
tennis?
Hatton Park. There was like all these random people.
I
It was
literally
such a
don't.
random crew.
I don't know
It
how
was
I didn't know about
awesome.
this, but that sounds slay.
Yeah, it was great.
Love. Yeah, that's gonna be us this summer.
It's gonna be us.
Meg's
Okay.
getting married.
Number 13. It's a big one. Getting married. Life is gonna change for both of us in a lot of ways.
Meg's getting married.
Next.
In how many days? 30.
It'll be 30 when this is posted.
Dang.
The kickoff to summer.
For real. We're gonna go up to Meg's Lake like a few days before she gets married
Mm-hmm.
and just party on the water.
Yep.
Celebrate. Paddleboard.
Be outside. Eat outside.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect.
Barefoot, except if you're around the fire.
What if I wear no shoes to your wedding? My neutral shoes are just my toes.
No, literally, I
I can't figure out the pair of shoes I want to get. Maybe it's because the Lord is leading me to wear no shoes.
No, literally for the longest time, I wanted to be barefoot so bad at my wedding. The only thing is the path for the ceremony is not barefoot. Like, it's just, you can't do it. It's too painful. But every other part of the venue, you could go barefoot. And so
Catch my
I'm
dogs
going to
being
say you wear your shoes for the ceremony. After that,
Respect.
take them off. I'll probably be taking mine off.
Time to get a pedicure.
It is.
I haven't got a pedicure in like 4 years. Mm-hmm. Girl needs a little scrub-a-dub, you know?
Yep. Number 14, meet your neighbors.
Meet your neighbors.
Yeah, we put this one in here because I feel like summer is a great opportunity when you're outside, out and about, to actually meet the people that
The
are
neighbors
around
are
you.
out in the summer.
Yeah, they are. They're out and about, and I feel like if you're a girl that likes to go for walks, you're probably seeing the same people when you walk. And so just giving a little hello or trying to introduce yourself to new people. I know I really want to challenge myself to do that this summer.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like everyone's like doing yard work and they're gardening and stuff. So I think it naturally gives you the opportunity to chat with people. I think if you're a gardener, a good exchange of produce, great conversation starter. Flowers, great conversation starter. But something we kind of talk about sometimes, it's like, it's actually crazy when I like connect with like random people, like strangers throughout the day, how much more fulfilled I feel, like personally within my day, if I just, have a few connections with people. Like yesterday, met a cool couple down at the park. And honestly, probably one of the better parts of my day was just like chatting with this couple and getting to know them for a little bit. So I think it's just like neighbors are meant to be connected. Unless they're scary.
Unless they're spooky,
Then
scary.
you pray for them.
Yes.
And you pray over their house.
Yep.
And you walk the block.
Covered in prayer.
Covered in prayer.
Okay. And then our very last bucket list item is the Pilates event this summer.
Okay. I'm forgetting how much we've talked about on the podcast. I know we've talked about it slightly.
Given like our brainstorm of it and then the date for it, but since we've secured the date, we haven't shared any more information.
All right, here's the pitch, ladies. We basically are creating an event that we desperately want to have this summer, something we've dreamt about for years, a space for people to actually be able to connect with each other, women in their 20s or beyond, and to get to know people, spend the morning outside, move our bodies, eat nourishing foods, do all the things that we love all in one day. So this is just totally a bucket list item for us. And we just know that there's so many women who are just looking for places to connect with other women. And so we want to basically create a space for people to do that. So Meg and I and Annie, our podcast producer, has been helping us. We basically have been just like visioning out this event. We have a date secured. It is June 28th here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And everything is going to be so incredible. We are so unbelievably excited. So we have the best space for it. Like, it's the space that like nobody knows about, but it's such a vibe. It's on like a big, massive, the biggest patio I think probably that exists in La Crosse.
Overlooks the river.
Riverside. We have a Pilates instructor lined up, and basically, and we also have like a local business who's going to be serving like acai bowls and like protein little bites and stuff like that. And we have a bunch of other really incredible businesses that are going to be pairing with us too for the event. We are so excited. That's totally going to be a high.
It definitely is going to be a high.
It has to be. Like, there's no way that this isn't going to be one of the best parts of our summer.
Yeah. Just so many of our favorite things all in one.
Yeah.
And just we're so excited too for the opportunity for people to connect and meet each other. Because again, we know that can be one of the hardest parts about being in your 20s is meeting people and finding new places to connect and people that value similar things and enjoy similar things. And so if you're a girl who likes Pilates, who likes food, who likes sunshine, who likes people, or you just want to meet people, whatever it is, you gotta come.
Save the date,
June 28th.
Kind of rhymes.
It almost did.
Guys, it's going to be awesome. We're pumped. We have so much more details that we'll start launching out, but podcast listeners know first.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great summer.
New
really season, new opportunities. I'm excited.
It's going to be great.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to our summer bucket list episode. We love you guys. Start making your bucket list and let's build some really beautiful summers.
Amen.
Sweet.